What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. Listen. This time, honey, I am back to talk all things Love and Marriage Huntsville, and I also want to talk about Love and Marriage DC, the reunion part 1. Just like I predicted, you guys, Ashley Silva is unhappy. And that is why she keeps on getting into it with Joy, getting into it with Clifton. I think she is very jealous of their dynamic and the united front that they both, put on, honey, for each other. Quick, he is absent in that marriage. He is emotionally unavailable. And whenever a woman is dealing with a man that's emotionally unavailable, she will look for that in other people and situations, and it will come in the form of her starting shit with those people. That's what a lot of women do when they are not getting that attention. They are not getting that love from home. If I was her, I would leave Quick. He's not changing. I've dated a Quick before. Ashley began talking about Quick's past. He has a lot of trauma, as all of us do. Look, I can't even get the words out. We all have a lot of trauma from our past. Quick is not the only person to be neglected, to feel abandoned, to feel disrespected. As a child, we all have went through that in some way, shape, or form. So I don't want to hear that. The guy that I dated in my past was very big on blaming the past for his behavior now and not going to get therapy. A lot of these niggas are woe is me niggas. Woe is me, feel sorry for me, and all the while they will chase money, they will chase the bag, but they are not into self-development. That's the best man you can try to get, ladies, is somebody that is about their bag, but is about personal development. And a lot of these men are very superficial and they're very lazy. Okay, yes. It's a laziness within the spirit when you don't want to become a better husband to your wife. I told y'all, these niggas, they will walk down the aisle with you like they walking with you at the food court at the mall. Like they will walk with you down that aisle. And it's all to get you. Once they get you, then they kind of feel like, oh, I don't have to put any real work in. She's mine forever. And that's why a lot of them, I have heard from so many women say, oh, my husband turned into a narcissist as soon as I said I do. This is not everybody's, situation. But to the men out there that don't want to do the self-development work, they normally bury themselves into work. A lot of times the woman that they are married to, doesn't have an identity of her own. She is supporting him. That caters to a lot of these men's egos. And all the while you are giving and giving to support his ego, you are losing yourself. You don't even know who the hell you are. 5 years go by, 10 years, so on and so forth. Ashley said on this program, every day is Groundhog Day. Where else have we seen that? We seen that with Scott and Contessa. Scott was an actual doctor and sitting up telling everybody, oh, I don't need therapy. I ain't going to therapy. I don't need to go and do that. Why not? So there's a lack of humility, and Scott was making bucks. Okay. See, and that's the problem with a lot of men. They view themselves just off of money, and then they wonder why. Here's the irony of it. They wonder why that's all women want from them, because that's all you leading with. Okay, same thing with the woman just leading with her ass and titties. You go keep getting used for what you lead with. If you lead with your wealth, if you always leading with something superficial outside of yourself, that's when you will attract users and abusers. So you have to work with what you got, okay, by all means. Okay, you do, but I just feel like, you guys, Ashley is not happy. I really seen it on this reunion. You could just see it. Joy and Clifton seen it. I know they felt like, ooh, child. Look, now we know why you was acting a damn fool. And Quick, another thing he does, that's how you know he don't care, because he does not check Ashley. He doesn't tell her when she's wrong. He doesn't tell Ashley, you are the common denominator in all of these situations with these people. You into it with Irina. You into it with Joy. You into it with Clifton. You are the common denominator. You need to look at self and take accountability for how you are treating other people. But he's not willing to do that, because Quick knows he's the cause of all of that. And like I said, and I will keep reiterating it, with some of these men, they will correct you about your bad behavior, but they're not willing to correct their own bad behavior that brings out the worst in you. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why Quick just feels like, yeah, I'll just take my wife's side and have her back, but it's not something that is serving her. It is something that's putting her in lowest terms. Her behavior will put her in a place where nobody wants to deal with her. Okay, she ain't gonna have no husband, friends, nothing, nobody. Because it is a bad energy. So Ashley, girl, you keep talking about you go lead this man. I don't think so. I think Ashley is very much so defined by being married. Ashley has a lot of childhood trauma because of the situation with her mother. A lot of people, they have that situation with their mother where the mother was on drugs or had alcoholism issues and so on and so forth. And Ashley felt abandoned and neglected. But Ashley, you got to look at the part you're playing into this. And the part you're playing is you're trying to make sure your inner child is comfortable. So Ashley has been participating in this marriage with Quick because she's still trying to heal her inner child with the superficial things that he is able to provide for her: a house, a home, children to take care of. See, her life is the opposite of what, it was as a child. But you're married to a man, and Ashley said what a lot of women actually don't admit, that they feel like a married single mom. Look, we see that with Letitia Scott. We saw that with Letitia Pearson. A lot of these women are married and they feel like they have to carry the load by themselves. They feel alone. They feel by themselves. Everything is all on them. They cannot delegate their responsibilities, to their partner. They can't outsource all the things that they have on their plate. They don't have anybody to give all that stuff to. And I feel like if you're going to be in a marriage like that, like, what is the purpose of being married? You need to have some type of helpmate. So, yeah, that's why Ashley, you guys, she behaves the way that she does. It's sad because this is a lot of women's story. Carlos even brought up how his mother died of breast cancer, and, she was never happy. She was always living to please his father, and he sees the same thing with Ashley and Quick. So, yeah, it's really sad. Quick also accepted a new job, so he's about to be even more busier. He's not hearing Ashley. He does not take Ashley serious. I really do feel like, and that's kind of why, that's not the only reason why I have never been married, but I don't want anybody to feel like, yeah, now I got her. I told y'all how some of these men act in the workplace. I have worked with a lot of married men, and they do not act like they are married in the workplace. It's like, yep, got the bitch at home. I need a bitch at work. I need a bitch at the car wash. I need a bitch at the pop machine. Okay, at the snack machine at work. Like, a lot of men are very codependent. So I think we always feel like, well, women need marriage and relationship. No, these niggas do. These niggas do. That's why some of them are out here getting women pregnant on purpose, because they are codependent and they want to create some type of home within you. That way they can always return whenever they want to, or abandon and neglect you. Okay? So, and that, honey, that's a story for another day. I really need to start teaching a class, honey. Listen, on all this type of stuff, because I have lived, so much of it. I've seen it. I've had the friends that went through it with their mates. So, yeah, it's crazy. Quick says he doesn't know how to have that work-life balance to make sure Ashley is happy. Guess what? And let me tell you something about men. Men are very simple. When they love you, they love you. When they like you, they like you. When they care, and they will do any and everything to make sure you know it. And the fact that he's on that stage, like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm not willing to go to therapy. All of that, Ashley says he does not value you. In the way in which you should be valued as a wife. He chose to marry you. But like I said, they will marry you. Okay, but it's for selfish reasons. A lot of women find out, real late in the game that him marrying you had nothing to do with you and had more to do about his selfish needs. Okay, that he wants to fulfill through you. So, yeah, this is a man that is not putting you first. What are you doing? So I think she's triggered when she probably sees Joy and Clifton, and, he's there for her. He's holding her down. And we heard Ashley say Quick is never there for the daughter either, because Quick does not want to be. It's not his work schedule that's pushing him away. It's simply because the nigga doesn't want to be there. When somebody wants to be with you, they will make the time. And you are what? You've been in the game for over 20 plus years. You don't have no control over your schedule. You have no control. He has control. He's making a choice. Ashley, you need to let him lose you, sis. Okay? That's what makes, and it's sad that you got to go through this emotional roller coaster with some of these men, but you got to do what you got to do. She need to leave him. He needs to see and feel actions on her part, but her just sitting up there talking, he don't take her seriously. He like, yeah, I'll buy her a bag tomorrow, and that'll shut all that up, and she'll be back to sweeping stuff under the rug. Okay? So that's another thing with dealing with men with money, and they make most of the money, so they're going to control the relationship, the marriage. You just have to always have your own. and let them know you are willing to walk away, and let them know you are willing to make them one of many and not the only one. That's where a lot of women go wrong. Well, I'm not about to do that, and I'm not. See, what you don't want to do is what's keeping you stagnant, and it's what's keeping you unhappy. Show them, okay? Show them what you're willing to do for you. If they don't get it together, they got to see it. That's why you see most changes from men once they get left. And you may have an ex, ladies, in your past that's like, damn, once you left me, shit, I realized I had to get my shit together. I realized, you know what I'm saying? And it shouldn't take all of that. It shouldn't take all of that, but it do for some of these ninjas, honey. Ashley is in therapy. Quick is not. Okay? Because he doesn't value the relationship. And a lot of them don't want to go to therapy because, they lack accountability. A lot of them, to be accountable for their bad behavior would be to feel ashamed. And they don't want to feel their emotions. That's why a lot of them are very comfortable with acting out in anger. And that's why a lot of them associate being a man with bad behavior. Like anything that's toxic and negative, anything from them flirting, cheating, it would be, yeah, but I'm a man and I just couldn't help myself. That's why there's a whole damn Me Too movement out here. Okay? Because of that mindset. It's like, it's dangerous. Okay? Okay, real quick, let's talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. Latifah M. Scott, honey, she took to her social media to say, y'all be thinking y'all got tea on folks. Whole time they just grown doing what they want to do, and you messy, judgmental, and got no life. Laughing emoji. Girl, Latifah, be quiet. Okay? Be quiet. They just grown doing what they want to do. What? Stealing folks' ideas? Copying and pasting, honey, other folks' ideas? Okay? I told y'all, Letitia is one of them people where she does not feel bad for anything that she does. But she will call somebody out for what they did to her. But she don't feel bad for all the stuff that she do, honey. Okay, she don't feel bad at all. Let's see what some people got to say about this. One person says, if Tisha doesn't want anyone commenting on her life, then she needs to get off of reality TV. Absolutely. She need to hurry up and get her ass up off of Love and Marriage Huntsville. If you can't take the heat, then get your ass up out the kitchen. Okay? Absolutely. How you doing? I would love for Mel to start saying, how you doing? You know what, Mel? You got a black ass soul. Don't nobody want to hear about what you got to say, Mel. Child of people still out here talking about AL, Mr. Anthony Lofties. One person says, AL thanks Carlos King to the utmost. I knew AL wasn't any good. He is a messy girl with no direction. He wanted to be in Melody's circle so bad. Yeah, he was very obsessed with Melody, and he is doing like a lot of panels I noticed talking about Melody. So, yeah, like he still talks about her. Absolutely. That's another nigga that can't keep my name up out his mouth. Child, I see Anthony Lofties, honey, is still out here cussing folks out. What is up with him and the women's, honey? He is always arguing with some woman. Child, a woman says to him, well, first off, he says, woman, bye. And the woman says, that can get dangerous. I'm too focused to give it energy, but I'm not playing when it comes to my family, and my apologies for snapping on you. So she apologizing. I never had no problem with you not trying to start. The lady says, you feel better now. You thrive off of an audience, and I was being civilized and respectfully removed the post to squash it, but I'm over this BS. Grow up, Anthony. You keep burning bridges. Ooh, child, not the burning bridges, honey. You never win when you play dirty, honey. Okay? You keep burning bridges. As soon you will look around and see no one there but yourself. Ooh, now that was a read. Absolutely. I've been trying to tell y'all about that raggedy ass nigga. He ain't no good. He a demon. Just like Martell. Martell hook-headed hoe. I don't think though, Mel. You the one with the black ass soul. So he says to her, first, don't try and flip this ish on me. You went out of your way to post that mess and had people sending me what you posted. You should have handled the situation in a respectful way prior to posting that mess on social media. I'm burning bridges. They were never bridges. And to be honest, you had so much to say in your post. Last time I checked, you reached out to me asking to write you a song and to record a song with you. Do me a favor, get out of my DMs and go respond to True T, or do you need True T to write your responses? Oh, child, just a nasty old read. So, child, the people got to commenting on that. One person says, I hate when people play victim. She came at you first. Oh, they repeated the one part. Do you need True T to write your responses? Ouch. Ooh, child. Another person says, yeah, she started it by making her grievances about you public. She should have asked you in private before she posted. She can't be mad at you for clearing your name publicly. I'm sick of these women tripping on you, then trying to hide their hands and say you always starting mess with the women's, honey. Ooh, child. What y'all think about this? This is a fool. This is a mess. Okay, this is on the first floor. What is up with that man, honey? What is up with him? He just, I don't know, he always into it with somebody. It's another content creator he's into it with. Is he into it with True T? Y'all put it in my comments. Let me know who he all beefing with. Okay, what had happened? Okay, listen, just put it in the comments. Because, honey, Miss Robinson can't keep up. Okay, the man got a lot of enemies. Okay? But anyways, you guys, that's all I have to say about that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new. And I will check you guys out in the next video.